Liam Lawson has officially secured the second seat at Red Bull Racing, and this decision has sparked debate across the Formula One world. The Austrian team's choice to promote Lawson over Yuki Tsunoda has been controversial, especially given Tsunoda's longer experience in the sport. For years, many believed that Tsunoda would eventually be paired with Max Verstappen, but this unexpected move has left many wondering whether Red Bull made the right decision or if it's a gamble that could backfire. Liam Lawson's promotion to the main Red Bull team is a significant milestone in his career. At just 22 years old, the young driver from New Zealand has been given an opportunity that many dream of, but few achieve. Despite having only 11 Formula One races under his belt, Lawson impressed the team enough to earn their confidence for the 2025 season. This move shows that Red Bull is banking on his potential to grow and thrive alongside Verstappen. Lawson himself acknowledged the magnitude of this achievement, expressing gratitude for the trust placed in him and the chance to race for one of the most successful teams in F1 history. The decision was not made lightly. Red Bull's performance this season has been unexpectedly challenged, with McLaren and Ferrari overtaking them in the Constructors' Championship. Such setbacks emphasize the need for a reliable and consistent second driver to support Verstappen in the battle for both individual and team titles. Red Bull's management believes that Lawson's pace, mental resilience, and work ethic make him the ideal candidate for this role. Christian Horner, the team principal, highlighted these qualities while explaining the decision. He noted that Lawson's analytics from the races he participated in showed slightly better race pace compared to Tsunoda, even though their qualifying speeds were almost identical. Yuki Tsunoda finds himself in a bittersweet position. With 3 full seasons of F1 experience, many assumed that he was next in line for the Red Bull seat. Tsunoda has demonstrated speed and skill, but his temperament and consistency have sometimes raised questions. Red Bull acknowledged that the decision was extremely close, but ultimately, Lawson's potential tipped the scales in his favor. Tsunoda is set to remain within the Red Bull family in a supporting role, which could still present opportunities for him in the future. The decision to choose Lawson over Tsunoda also shows Red Bull's long-term vision. Lawson has ample time to develop and adapt to the high-pressure environment of a top-tier F1 team. Red Bull is known for nurturing young talent, as seen in the rapid rise of drivers like Verstappen. By investing in Lawson, the team is preparing for a future where he can become a strong contender, not just a supporting player. Meanwhile, Tsunoda's journey takes a new turn. Although he missed out on the Red Bull seat, he is expected to join Aston Martin in 2026. This move could provide him with a platform to prove his critics wrong and demonstrate his full potential. Aston Martin has been growing as a competitive team, and Tsunoda's addition could be the boost they need to challenge the frontrunners. For Tsunoda, this is an opportunity to reinvent himself and return stronger, potentially setting the stage for an intense rivalry with Lawson and Red Bull. Starting his racing career at the age of 8, Lawson has steadily climbed the ranks, showcasing his talent at every stage. His debut in Formula One was highly anticipated, and he delivered promising performances in his initial races. Despite the immense pressure of competing at the highest level, Lawson displayed remarkable composure and adaptability, traits that earned him praise from both the team and the fans. The decision to promote Lawson also underscores the importance of mental toughness in Formula One. Racing at this level requires more than just speed. It demands the ability to handle setbacks, adapt to different conditions, and work effectively with the team. Lawson has shown that he possesses these qualities, which bodes well for his future at Red Bull. For Red Bull, the upcoming seasons will be critical. The team's dominance in recent years has been challenged, and maintaining their position at the top will require a strong partnership between Verstappen and Lawson. Verstappen's experience and success make him an ideal mentor for Lawson, who can learn valuable lessons from the reigning world champion. This dynamic could create a formidable duo, capable of securing victories and championships for the team. Tsunoda's situation, while disappointing in the short term, offers a chance for redemption. Joining Aston Martin could be the fresh start he needs to prove his doubters wrong. Tsunoda's talent is undeniable, and with the right environment and support, he could become a major force in Formula One. Christian Horner also acknowledged Tsunoda's speed and experience, but ultimately, Lawson's potential made him the preferred choice. This decision highlights the fine margins that often determine success in Formula One. For Tsunoda, these words may serve as motivation to push harder and achieve greater heights in his career. The Red Bull Junior team has always been a fiercely competitive environment, with only the best being promoted to the senior team. However, in Tsunoda's case, it seems like the rules of engagement are slightly different. Despite a strong showing in the postseason tire test and excellent feedback to engineers, Red Bull appears hesitant to elevate him. The reason might not be purely performance-based, but strategic. There's speculation that Red Bull fears losing Tsunoda to Honda and Aston Martin in 2026, given Honda's renewed partnership with the Silverstone-based team. Aston Martin is undergoing significant transportation with key hires like Luca Ferbato, Dan Fellows, and the return of Honda. The team is gearing up for the new regulations in 2026, aiming to become championship contenders. With Fernando Alonso nearing the end of his career, Tsunoda could emerge as a natural fit alongside Lance Stroll. However, the prospect of replacing Stroll seems unlikely, as team owner Lawrence Stroll has built the project around his son. Even so, Aston Martin must consider life after Alonso, and Tsunoda's connection with Honda makes him a prime candidate. Despite the challenges, Tsunoda has not given up. His competitive spirit is evident in his performances against high-profile teammates like Daniel Ricciardo and Nick de Vries. He has consistently outperformed them in what is considered one of the weakest cars on the grid. Tsunoda's ability to extract performance from the car has earned him praise across the paddock. However, his temper and occasional outbursts remain areas of concern, which he has acknowledged and is working to improve. Red Bull's decision to favor Liam Lawson over Tsunoda for a future seat alongside Max Verstappen has added another layer of complexity. Lawson has been described as a strong contender for the second Red Bull seat. Team principal Christian Horner has emphasized the need to manage Lawson's development carefully, especially given the immense challenge of partnering Verstappen. The decision leaves Tsunoda in a precarious position, as he has to prove his worth not just to Red Bull, but also to potential suitors like Aston Martin. The relationship between Red Bull and Honda adds another twist to the tale. While Honda has committed to Aston Martin for 2026, their history with Red Bull cannot be overlooked. Tsunoda, being a Honda protege, finds himself in a unique position. His strong ties with Honda could be an advantage in securing a future seat at Aston Martin, but the transition won't be easy, especially if he is competing against other promising talents like Isaac Hadjar, who is expected to join the F1 grid soon. The 2026 regulations are set to revolutionize Formula One with a greater emphasis on sustainable power units and advanced battery technology. Aston Martin is heavily investing in this new era, hoping to challenge for wins and podiums regularly. Tsunoda could play a crucial role in this project, given his experience and connections with Honda. His ambition to prove Red Bull wrong might also align perfectly with Aston Martin's goals. Now, whatever your thoughts are, just write them down below. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well.